Yo, 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 what's up, man? It's your boy Big IV for the real only channel. And I'm just here today, quick tap in. I want to discuss the upcoming solo debut album of iconic hip hop artist, iconic pop music icon, one half of legendary hip hop duo Outkast. And it's a solo debut album coming out that we just found out he's 9 songs into the recording of this album. And once I heard the news, I first heard the news from Killer Mike, who has collaborated with him recently. And yeah, it's an album on the way. Major news in hip hop. We've all been fans of Andre 3000, one of the best MCs ever. And we're waiting to see, what we're going to hear from this. This is like big news. It's like detox. The last time we've been this excited was J Electronica. And of course, that wasn't what we thought it was going to be. But, you know, as this album release date nears, I think you'll see the anticipation build more and more and more. But yeah, it's finally happening. Andre 3000 going solo. Um, he's probably the favorite of the two members of Outkast, being himself and Big Boy. Probably the more lyrical of the two. But that's another story and debate that we'll get into later on my new series, Great Debates, uh, centering around hip hop and things of that nature. But what I wanted to discuss today was the potential impact that this could and should have on music, pop culture, and especially hip hop culture, because that's where their start was. Regardless of the crossover appeal and pop records and pop hits, that's where it started, hip hop. And Andre 3000 has been off the radar as of late. He's popped up in different countries, standing on the street, playing the flute, things of that nature. He's made appearances here and there on people's albums and records, and most notably from all those features was the 2010 feature that he had on UGK's International Players Anthem, which was a very good, iconic verse and everyone's favorite part of that song. Other than that, the last material that he released was probably 2006's Idlewild, which came off of the massive success of Speaker Box and the Love Below. And if you remember Speaker Box and the Love Below, that was actually two solo albums rolled into an Outkast solo album. So I don't count it as really a solo debut, but some people may consider it that, with Speaker Box being the big boy portion of the album, and with the Love Below being the Andre 3000 portion of that album. So there hasn't been any material released featuring at length Andre 3000 doing what we love him to do. So, like I said, man, I'm gassed about this. I know hip hop culture as a whole is gassed about this. Hip hop heads and fans are gassed about this. Southern hip hop fans are definitely gassed about this. So, here we go, man. There's so much in my mind about this right now. Hip hop has taken a dive. And I was watching another video on this topic where a guy read an article that stated that for the first time in decades, hip hop wasn't in the top 10. There's been no #1 hip hop album on the charts as of this year. And we're in June already, nearing July. Uh, and we had the argument some years back about hip hop being dead. The music isn't the same. Let's address the elephant in the room. The music is not the same. Things have changed. Everything sounds the same, but I don't want to be too critical about that. I know, and I have all faith that, and before I get into this, I should have said it at the beginning, but everybody hit the like button, hit share, hit subscribe. I'm new here to YouTube, but hit the like button, hit share, and hit subscribe. Um, Once again, this is the For the Real Only channel. Big IV or Big Four for the Big Four for the people, by the people, named by the people. But yeah. And any inquiries or business transactions, anything you want to do, email me at ivdareal only for the real only at gmail.com. But yeah, hit that like button for me, share this, and subscribe to my channel. But getting back to business, with as far as Andre 3000 is concerned, I'm hoping that this album, definitely, I know he's the type of artist that goes the extra mile. He gives you a little bit more. He does his thing on a whole other level. So I'm already knowing that there will be some impact, especially on pop culture music. But I'm talking pop music. But I'm talking about hip hop in particular. Hip hop definitely needs a breath of fresh air. Definitely needs to be resuscitated, CPR, and everything. And the potential for this can be huge. Like I said, this level of anticipation, we've only seen in, I can't even call it recent years at this point. Maybe Jay Electronica's solo album, but other than that, Dr. Dre's Detox. So we need this thing to really make a statement and make a stand and inspire people. Me being a hip hop artist in the past, I know what powerful music and content can do for inspiration. Um, Sometimes we may experience writer's block, or we may just be totally disinterested in the music, and it's because either writer's block or just a lack of inspiration. And a lot of times, whether we like to admit it or not, we feed off what we hear. That's a source of inspiration for us. And I know Andre 3000 has been vocal about it, that everything is money driven, and he hasn't been influenced or felt excitement about hip hop and inspired to do hip hop music. So, being that this has come out, maybe he's gotten some type of inspiration from somewhere. He's been able to draw that from somewhere, and I'm waiting to hear it, man. And this can be have a major impact on hip hop music and the music industry as a whole, because I know where he's going to take it. But in terms of hip hop, I feel like, the pop music thing that's up here, and then you got the underground hip hop heads and the bars and things like that, which he does have down here. I'm almost sure he's gonna hit this note right here. There's gonna be something popular, something in the vein of a "Hey Ya" or "I like the way you move" or things of that nature. That pop crossover, big huge record. He's past that point of that straight bar thing, but he needs to get somewhere in the middle balance where he can appeal to both demographics of people. Um, an example of that can be maybe 50 Cent or something like that, like Get Rich or Die Trying. That was a straight gutter album for the streets, for the people who like bars, things of that nature, but it had the crossover pop appeal to touch the masses. So you need a great combination of the right music, right production, subject matter, things of that nature. And there is an art to how you have to tackle that. And I definitely think he's capable of that. But in order for this to switch the tide on things, which I think it can, I think he can inspire a generation. He has a chance to inspire a generation. Certain artists inspired a generation. And this is his opportunity, but he has to get right in the middle. Right in the middle. He has to get right there. He has to appeal to everybody. And if so, if he can pull this off, if he can do this, I'm pretty sure you can expect to hear some great music. Like in the 90s, people talk so much about the 90s, but in the 90s, we had a lot of classic albums and music. So imagine just a big ball of energy and everybody feeding off that. And that's what we had back then. That's why people speak so much about that. That's why it was so much great music from that era. We're in a new era now. It's 2023. So if anybody can do it and awaken that, I think it's Andre 3000. And Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Once again, Ivy, the real only channel. Let me know what you think. Are you excited about this album as I am? Let me know what you think, and this thing patiently. We 9 records in, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully we'll see a rollout and like at least I'm guessing it'll be next year. Next year. I wish it could be sooner, but I guess it'll be next year. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's Big Four, Big IV for the real only channel. Like, share, subscribe. Uh Tap in with your boy, like I said. Any emails or business inquiries right here. Ivy the real only at gmail.com. Anybody that's maybe interested in donating to the channel, $ JBARMS. And yeah, man, that's it, bro. And I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Salute.